My brother would probably not be thrilled about me telling the story, but when he was younger, he got a gun, and it had a hammer. I don't remember what kind of gun it was, but it had a hammer.
Oh, God.
So he had just learned how to uncock it, right?
Okay,
You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
I was in his apartment, and he steps out from his bedroom and points the gun at me and uncocks it, and it was loaded. And I didn't know, and only when I got older and he told me the story again, or I don't remember how it came out, but like he gets so sick in the stomach when he
Yeah.
remembers that. And I have a similar feeling because I had this old shitty little dart gun one time, and I was in my room fucking around with it, just pointing at shit, and I pointed it at my dog, and then I pointed at the ceiling and pulled the trigger because I didn't think there was anything in it, and shot a dart into the ceiling. And I mean, that's been over 20 years ago, and I still, every time I think about it, I get ill.
Yeah.
Like, I would have never gotten over it. It wouldn't have killed him. It would have hurt a little bit. It would have been like a sting, but I would have never gotten over it.
It's just like a Nerf gun.
No, like a dart, like a metal little dart. I mean, it would have hurt. Like,
Yeah.
it would have
Oh,
pierced.
jeez.
Like a-
yeah.
It wouldn't have been lethal, but it.
About to say, I
would have never
shoot
gotten over
Rin
it.
with Nerf guns all the time. No qualms.
I mean, you could be dead right now. This would just be me
Yeah.
and John.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
That would suck.
And then
God.
he tried to teach me how to do it. So he hands me the gun. No reason for me to know how to do this. Hands me the gun.
Yeah.
I've never
And he
held
said,
a gun.
point it at me.
I'm a child. So I take it, and the first thing I do is I point it right at his leg. And he takes his hand, and he moves it away, and he goes, don't point it there. So then I point it over here, and I start, but that's where the hot water heater is. So he's like, just aim it at the ground. But we were on the second floor of an apartment.
Take the bullet out.
Yeah. Yeah, take the bullet out. So then finally he has me just kind of aim it, and I, pow, shot. Yeah.
Oh, you shot it.
The gun fired through the
Where
wall of their apartment.
did it go?
What caliber was it?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, as far as we know, nobody.
And I was scared shitless to shoot an air mattress today.
I mean, I don't think any less than your brother. I think people do dumb stuff.
Yeah. I mean, he was young and dumb.
I mean,
too.
we got my rifle came in last week, and I was shooting it, and I bought a red dot for my other one. So I'm trying to give you an idea. I'm shooting down range, and I turn the red dot to look at it because it's angled, and the gun kind of points up like this. I was like, well, that seems kind of off, and I fired it anyway. So it went into the trees, and I thought, what did I just do?
Like, your brain just does something sometimes before you, like, agree to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because we were shooting at a dirt mound, and I'm shooting, at the dirt mound. I turn to look at the red dot, and I'm like, okay, it's not sighted in. I need to fix it. And immediately the gun goes, it's like, yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And but luckily there's tons of woods back there. It would be funny if we talked about talent show. Like if there was a talent show tomorrow and you had to be in it, what would your talent be? What would you do for the show?
Oh no, that's such a good question. Because I'm not talented at anything I can do on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few things I
know.
could pull out. I could do something on the guitar or rap or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess rapping, that's an easy, that would probably be your go-to.
So what's the audience like?
It's just like, I don't know, a good mix. Young, old, in between, millennial, Gen Xer, Gen Z.
If it, really, I don't know. I'd probably just, I guess that would be my first attempt at, stand-up. I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I would try
I
and
literally have no
do funny
idea
stuff.
what I would do.
Yeah.
Hold my
You could probably whip out some
Wow.
impressions.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought maybe impressions. Just hit him with the Chris Rock, and then it's all downhill from here. It's just like
Just start off
he
with
was
that
really
one?
good at the
Jeez.
beginning. Chris Rock and Gollum, and then after that, the show just goes to shit.
Are you talking about Chris Rock or Chris Tucker?
Chris Tucker, sorry.
Okay.
I feel like I could do a decent Chris
sure.
Rock. He's a little weird, but yeah. Talent. Did you guys ever do a talent show?
Nah.
Yeah.
What was your talent?
Me and another guy sang a song.
I feel like It's got to be probably the most embarrassing story because you're being real vague.
Now it just hasn't aged well.
Yeah, what was the
Because-
song? My Humps or something?
Was it like a yeah?
No, I was in like college when that song came out. This was in elementary school, so this is really embarrassing.
My man remembers
We
where he was when My Humps came out.
We sang.
I was in trigonometry.
Dude, y'all are gonna flame me so hard for this.
I can't wait.
We sang Creed. We sang "Higher" by Creed, but I was too shy to sing, so I stood behind the dude. Dude was bigger than me.
What do you mean you stood behind him?
I kind of
was your talent?
stood behind him and like sang, but I sang like looking over his shoulder, like trying to hide behind him.
What the?
I told y'all. This is not. Well, I kept just like. Hold on. Let's see if I can do it. Hold on, this side. I kept going. Can you take me higher to a place where
You should have just done
the.
You should have just done the
Can you
instrumental when you
take
see. Yeah. Can you take me higher? Gosh.
Yeah.
That is bad.
That's a rough
You were
one.
just embarrassed. You were shy.
I was embarrassed and shy, and
That sounds like something from The Office or something.
it was kind of a last minute thing, and he was like, "Come on," and I was like, "I don't want to." He was like,
Yeah,
"Please."
I was
Marty in the dumpster.
I was super introverted when I was younger. Just terrible stage fright and reading in front of the class fright, and it wasn't until in my 20s, mid to late 20s, that I got comfortable like being on stage. And
What made it worse was that once
It got worse.
no, what made the embarrassment and shyness worse for me was that as he was trying to get me to come up there, everybody was like, "Come on, John, do it, come
I
on,
hate
yeah."
that. I hate that.
And like, yeah, so that's
So it like wasn't even planned for you to be up there.
That's awful. Yeah, fuck that.
no, there was no like lineup or anything. It was just like, you got something, go up there and do it.
Yeah. Anybody else want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
I hate when people do that shit.
That's when
I don't think I was
that's when
ever
you're
on a
like,
talent
no, fuck
Yeah.
you, no.
Oh, touch me, Gwen.
You made me make it weird.
Just get like crazy
You
aggressive
did
about
this.
it. Yeah.
You crossed that line, and now
Or
it's
like
Yeah.
when people want to make you dance and you don't want to dance. It's like, I don't want to
Oh
fucking
my
dance.
gosh,
Like, leave me
yeah,
alone.
shove you in the
please.
Like,
circle.
just come on.
The dance.
I'm not gonna do it. And then they try to pull you out.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you're not gonna pull me out. So, I don't know.
I'm gonna leave. Got my
I don't
hand
know
on
what
the
we
door.
do now,
Want
but
me to
you
leave?
can't move me. So,
Yeah.
I'm not coming out
Like
there.
Take your
the
fucking
sixth
hands
grade
off
dance.
Come on, it's fun.
You get
It's like it's
shoved
fun
out
for
in the
you.
circle.
Yeah.
Decide what's fun for everybody. You sack of shit. I don't want to do it.
me. Especially when you're
But
real
what's funny
self-conscious
is-
about how like I don't think I can dance very well.
Well, no matter who you are, if you're not like engaged in the dance circle and you get shoved out, your first move is always gonna be like some kind of robot. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
what the f do I do?
Or like the wave arm thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, dance circles.
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
like
you
doing
got
it.
the guys on this side and the girls on that side. Seventh grade.
Same thing.
Can
They're
you
all
see
like,
me out
"Do
there?"
it, do it, do it, do it."
I can't envision you
I'm not.
dancing.
I don't want to do it.
in any facet. You're just too tall and weird looking.
You should do like the
know?
you should do like the crazy, like overly obnoxious Jim Carrey hip thrusts.
Yeah, just go out there and just make them regret it. Elbow everybody,
There's-
flailing around.
There's a lot of things you're good at, but I feel like dancing is not one of
It's
them.
not. If I wanted to be, I would be. I just don't want to be. I don't like to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess for as long
I'm
as
picturing
I've
man,
known
and it's
you,
bad.
yeah, for as long as I've known you, I've never been like, oh, man, I bet he dances really well.
Yeah.
There's some people you're like, that fool can dance. I
I'll
know it.
I'll
I bet that
hitch,
dude could-
Not
but
Jay.
that's about it. Like,
yeah, the hands,
Yeah.
the hands tucked and then sway. Yeah,
I'll sway a little bit. That's all you're gonna get
you know
out
what?
of me.
I bet that dude could cut a fucking rug, man.
I'll hitch.
Yeah.
So last week we were talking about walking around the house naked, and your kid actually accidentally running into your junk. Do you remember the first time you ever saw your dad's junk? Like you ever saw your dad naked?
I never did.
Cause
Never.
never.
Nope.
You didn't see your dad's junk? That's like a rite of passage, dude. You didn't see
My
your
dad
dad's
just
junk?
wasn't that dude, man. He was very
I mean, neither was my dad. But
he was very like shy and very just not just private,
Didn't
just a
want people to see his
private dude.
junk.
He I never knew when he was taking a shit ever.
Where's Dad?
But you damn
Where's
sure
Dad?
knew when he was trying to get it in, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I never
That's
did.
funny. Man, I remember I was probably... My dad was the same way. Like, not that he was private, but now that you say it, I can't recall like my dad ever pooping.
Yeah.
I don't remember because that's not something you remember, but I was probably 9, 10, 11 before I saw my dad's downstairs, and I just remember like a deer in headlights, dude. I saw it and I was like, I didn't know what it was. It was like this wad of like discoloration, like it was
Just
it was an
just like
experience
flashes
for
of
sure.
it, just like
Wad of discoloration. I'm sure
new
he's
band name I
flattered.
call it. New band name I
well,
call it.
there's it's a poor description. It wasn't like it wasn't mangled or disformed or oddly shapen, but it was just, I guess I didn't fully understand what was going on. So to me, it just looked like this thing.
This mass.
Yeah.
Wad.
Either that or my dad just had giant balls. I don't know,
just
but I just
bulbous.
remember. Yeah, I remember being like, I don't want that. I don't know what it is, but if that's what it's going to end up looking like, I don't want it. I don't, it's not a fun memory.
Could you imagine? Do you remember the first time you ever saw your dad's junk? Oh, this is such a fun memory.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Dad, do you remember?
Just running
Dad,
down the hall,
you remember?
just God,
Yeah.
Dad,
Dad, come here and
tell about when you
talk about
Show
one
your
of
Show
penis.
him. Show him what I'm talking about.
Show
It's
show
a
him that
wad,
wad
right?
of discoloration. It's just a wad. Show him your wad.
I hope your story's way better. Tell me your story, John.
Mine? It was just
Yeah,
like
tell me your dad junk story.
It was just like one day we were like getting ready to go somewhere. I was really young, and my mom was taking a shower. My dad was taking a shower, not in the same shower, but she was like, "Go hop in the shower with your dad. We got to be somewhere in a second." So I was like, "Okay." So it's like fucking 5 or 6. It's not even that.
I know.
I
but
wasn't
just
like
imagine
I wasn't
you-
like fucking 15, and I was like,
He's
"Dad, scoot
I'm
over a little
17.
bit."
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I know, but I just imagine the story in my head. The story, like, I went to get in the shower and I was just like,
No, it was just kind of me like this, and I went.
oh boy, watching his butt crack and was like, what is that? Man, oh man, that's pretty.
Is that a
funny. That's
thing?
good.
Like,
That's
is
a
that
good
a-
memory?
Like,
What?
do most dudes see their dad's dick at some point?
I think so.
I mean, at
think
some
it's just, like,
point, yeah.
part of life.
You're there for like what,
It's
17, 18 years?
Well, okay.
Depending
I
on
was
your
not.
family situation,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, sorry.
A little different for me.
yeah. I mean, my dad left when I was like 13,
Yeah.
but thanks for rubbing that in.
Whoops.
I mean, hey,
You
at
know,
least
you
you
have
got
a
to see
dad
it before
like-
he went, you know?
Hey, shout out to
Yeah.
all you broken homes out there.
Gosh, man, I'd never seen my dad's dick. Wish I did.
I ain't never got to see my dad's wad. I don't know.
Wad.
What? Did you ever hear your parents having sex?
Yep.
Yeah.
Scarred me.
I got lucky. I got lucky on that one. I did not. I did not have to experience that.
All right. So, I remember the night that it happened because for some reason I got like.
It was the same day you took a shower.
No. I like got upset because I didn't know what to do. So,
I remember you telling me this.
So, okay, Jonathan, you're talking about cock blocking your dad. So, it was like 2 or 3 times a week that my mom and my aunt would go walking in the park, and my dad would show up after he got off of work, and I would try my damnedest. I was a little just thinking about like as an adult, I'd probably like whoop my ass, but when my dad would show up, I was hoping to God he was just tired and would want to go to bed early so that my parents didn't go to bed at the same time. So if some reason I heard it happening again, I was like, I don't know what I'll do. So I would try and be like, hey, Mom, can you stay out here with us and watch a movie or some shit like that? Or vice versa.
Your dad's over there going,
God, son of a bitch. Yeah.
hey, no movies tonight. No movies.
Yeah. But I'd always ask, throwback or callback, I would always ask my mom to if we could sleep on a pallet, and then she would sleep on the couch with us and watch a movie after my dad went to bed.
Sean's looking at his dad like this.
You not tired? You not tired yet? God dang it. Go to bed.
Boy, standing in the door frame. His dad comes home. He's like, hey, Dad, hey, how's it going? What you doing?
I bet you're real tired, huh?
There was one time.
Slipping drugs in his drink.
He knew it was coming because he was ready. I was like, Mom. When they went to bed at the same time, I was like, Mom. And he walks out and he goes, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Yeah.
Oh, God.
He said, you're not going to do this. You're not going to do this.
He caught on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so bad. That's like,
sorry, Dad.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Sorry. I am formally apologizing for that. Sorry.
Okay, look here. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's going to stop right now.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's like, I haven't gotten any in like 2 weeks.
I guess I could share this. It's not a big deal. It was just a long time ago. But when I was in high school, I had a girlfriend, and we went to... I didn't have a car yet, so I was young. And my dad dropped me off at the bowling alley. My girlfriend was there, and she had a car. And we left the bowling alley and went and hung out in her car.
He was the one hanging out.
When my dad picked me up, I got in the car, and we weren't even like 2 or 3 minutes in the car ride. He said, you got a blowjob, didn't you? And I was like... and I just started crying. I was like, yeah. Because I was a kid, dude. I was like 14 or 15. I was a kid. I didn't know what to do. I started crying. I was like, yeah, I did. I'm sorry, I did. Like, I just engaged in this completely adult activity, and then like a baby was crying. That's and like so felt good. Like so bad and weird.
What did he do?
I think that was.
He probably caught him off guard too.
Oh
shit.
Never mind.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. For all I know, he was probably making a joke, and I just guilty conscience.
Yeah. Oh, I was under the impression he was 100% making a joke, and he had no idea. But he was like, you got a blowjob, didn't you?
I honestly have never asked him about it, and I probably won't because it's real awkward. But yeah, I thought I was in trouble. I assumed 100% like I was in trouble. I broke down and started crying.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes, this was real good.
I don't know what made me think of this. Do you remember like riding a bike? That sounds miserable.
Yeah.
Just like trying to get somewhere as fast as possible.
Just going and getting on a bike and just riding around for a couple hours. That sounds exhausting, but that's what I did every day as a kid. After you go ride my bike.
You didn't even think about it. You just did it. There was no getting tired.
Not once. Yeah, my brother and I, we found a bunch of shingles and put some plywood on top of it. We just go drive our bikes over this ramp that we made.
Nice.
Right now, that sounds like the worst thing I could do.
Yeah. I was doing all that stuff and I was still fat. I don't get it.
That sounds like aching knees and shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, what happens?
Yeah.
Like
Old
playing hide and
old,
seek.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna lie. I love playing hide. Evelyn and I play hide and seek all the
But
time.
like outside.
I love me some hide and
Okay,
seek.
so did y'all play?
Sweaty, mosquito-ridden hide and
Did
seek?
y'all play hide and seek to where you had to get tagged to be out? Okay.
It was always weird rules. You know, it's funny how the person who's seeking, it always seemed like they made up the rules. But
that's true.
it was either like tag you or just find
Well,
you.
I mean, when okay, so we always played like, we played outside and nothing was like off limits, or except sorry, our entire cove was like within range or whatever. So I just went in my backyard, and like the gate was open. We never had like a gate, so I'd be there for like 15, 20 minutes before somebody would even think about coming to look.
Miserable.
And then once they found me, I ran around the goddamn circumference of my backyard like 3 times before trying to head out the gate and being cut off, to touch the base or whatever. But you're just running all around the neighborhood, man.
Yeah, just now, I would imagine, like, it's muggy outside, dark. I mean, those are some of my best memories, is playing outside, but it just sounds so miserable.
Especially at night, man, when the weather was right and you're just like hanging out, running so fast that
Smoking
doobs.
We used to do that when we go to Walmart or something. Like if it was like me, my brother, Chris, Ryan, whenever the group wasn't paying attention, somebody would break off and go hide. And if you realized someone was missing, the rule was you had to go find them.
Oh, that's
and
funny.
the whole store was open. Like you could go anywhere. So that was pretty fun. We haven't done that. I should do that to Emily next time we go somewhere.
With my
Dude,
dad.
Evelyn loves being scared.
Really?
Does she?
She thinks it's so funny, yeah. Because we'll do that. I'll say, Evelyn. She'll come down the hall, and all I gotta do is pop out from the doorway. And she goes, every time. She likes being scared. But yeah, like being a kid, riding bikes. I am in such bad shape, dude. I can't remember. How old am I now? I'll be 30 next month. For 26 years, I'm not gonna say 26 years. I'm not in shape as a kid, but my entire life, I remember being in shape. And now I'm like a dad, and I've got full-on dad bod. I can't remember the last time I've been to the gym. I've never not been in shape, and now I hate it.
Yeah,
I don't know what's happening.
It's a shitty feeling to not be in shape when you've spent so long in shape. Like my late teens, early 20s, even into late 20s, I was a motherfucker, dude. And I'm like, I'm okay. Like I still lift, but as far as cardio and shit, I don't have it right now. I went running the other day for the first time in a long time, and it was not impressive at all.
I'm just too... I want to say I'm too lazy, which I am. I'm lazy. But I don't want to... I mean, I am going to use the kid as an excuse, 100%.
It's understandable.
Having a kid makes... Dude. Because my schedule is so packed now, the only time... Like, I can't go to the gym after work. If I want to go to the gym, I have to get up at 5:15 to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And that sounds like the worst thing I could ever do.
When we were getting together and sparring occasionally, I worked at the animal hospital, and I was doing 10-hour days, and I worked out all day at work. Like every hour I would break off and go do like a set of push-ups. That's when I got up to when I was doing 1,000 push-ups a day on Mondays and Thursdays. I was doing 250 pull-ups on Tuesdays and Fridays, and then Wednesday I was taking my lunch hour to do a really intense bag workout instead of eating lunch, and then sparring on the weekends. It was a monster,
That
dude.
actually sounds insane.
It was wild, and I was in such crazy shape.
250 pull-ups is kind of mind-blowing.
It was a build-up, but I was getting to where I was doing every hour I would do 25. I had
Yeah.
a pull-up bar hanging in the door.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
My buddy Chris and I, we did the BUDS training, like the Navy SEAL BUDS intro. It's not... It's nothing. It's nothing. Anybody in shape could have done it, but it was still like pretty serious. It was, you had to swim 500 meters in less than 12 minutes. You had to do like 60 pull-ups or something stupid, 100 push-ups. I mean, it was pretty
that's
rigorous.
pretty intense.
We did that for a whole summer one year. But yeah, man, I'm a piece of work now.
It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to get it rolling again. Is the thing too. Like,
Yeah.
I've been doing this thing where I kind of get a little momentum and then I lose it, and then I get a little momentum and then I lose it, and I'm back in the swing now where I'm like, my momentum's picking up, like everything's lifting back up, and I'm even starting to work some cardio in it. I'm trying to burn a little tire off around the midsection, get where I can see the abs at least peeking through. They don't have to be super shredded, but I want them peeking through.
Did I tell y'all that the doctor told me that I might possibly have celiac? Like, couldn't even give me a definite answer.
No, you didn't say that.
What is that?
Like, shouldn't eat gluten, essentially. But it's, I don't know, man. I was talking to my buddy who's dietitian or diet expert, whatever he dons himself, but it's just so, it doesn't make sense because I'll eat a whole pizza and feel fine, you know? It's just way too inconsistent. So the doctor wanted me to do hard gluten-free for 3 months and then come back and have him test me again. And I was like, nah.
I don't think that's necessary. I think if you can eat a whole pizza and you're fine, because Emily has some issues with gluten, but if she eats gluten, she's aware she ate gluten. Like, it's not like it's off and on. She has to be pretty careful about it. And sometimes she can cheat a little bit, but she's got to be careful about how she cheats with it. If she ate a whole pizza, you'd know.
Yeah. I think we're just going to do like some dietary tests and stuff and see what happens, kind of track what I eat, what makes me feel bad. Which, it's not often that I feel bad. I just had those 2 flare-ups that felt like I was actually dying.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a gluten thing. That just seems like there might be an issue, like an ulcer or something.
Is it weird to be scared of getting smaller because I don't know if I'll look weird, like skinnier?
I don't think that's weird. I think that's probably pretty normal. I think it's incorrect.
Yeah, I think.
But I don't think it's weird at all. I bet there's a lot of people that can relate to that.
I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I'll look sickly, like, I don't know, like, I've always kind of had like a pudgy face, and I don't, like, except when I was like 3 or 4, when I was like a child.
Had that chiseled fucking jaw then.
Yeah.
Like a handsome Squidward.
What's wrong with John? He looks sickly.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be skinny. I think even if I like went out there, did the damn thing, and then like lost a shit ton of weight, I feel like I still would just be big.
I think you have a big frame. Like you're that's what, like 6'4"? You're right around my height, right?
I'm like 6'3".
Yeah, I think you probably
that's where it's at though.
Yeah.
It's just being big old Texas boy, even though you're not from Texas, but I heard they're big out in Texas.
But like I look at myself compared to other people that weigh the same as me, and I guess I'm just a dense son of a bitch because I don't fill it out, I guess.
Yeah, I tell people like about my buddy John, I'm like, yeah, he's like 6'3", big boy, but he's not a fat person. Like that's what I have to. It's like because when you think like somebody your size, you think like, oh, very large. Like he's not. He's just big. He's just like a stocky dude.
Right.
Yeah.
I think very similar.
Like when I tell people how much I weigh, they're like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
100% you're a liar.
But I don't know. I would love to be in shape and see what I look like.
You'd be a freaking gladiator, dude.
I don't know.
It wouldn't take much either. You don't have.
You'd be a better Russell Crowe.
It means a lot coming from you. I appreciate that.
When we went to I don't remember who, with the bachelor party in Nashville. That was the first time you and I had seen each other in a while, Jay. And we had a conversation. I was like, I've gotten chubby. I think that's when I realized that I'd put on weight. Actually, I think I met didn't you were at Ryan's apartment once. I came in and didn't you say like you called me? Somebody called me out. They're like, "Man, you put on some weight, huh?"
Jesus,
But you said it,
but
but you didn't say it in a way where it was like you said, "No, you just look thick, like you filled out a little bit."
That might I do remember that actually. I do. Because the last time I'd seen you,
no, not in a bad way. Like
the last time I'd seen you, we'd sparred, and you looked like I looked. Like I was like 185 back then. And I'm like 215.
Very
now.
skinny frame, but
yeah. So I think it was just kind of similar to what I felt like was going on with me. Like I was just putting on like this natural mass. I wasn't gaining like weight and getting fat. My composition just seems to have changed. Like I feel like if I lose like 7 or 8 pounds, a lot of what's going on with my midsection is going to be sorted, and I'm still going to be like 210. So I just somewhere this natural 30 pounds came out of nowhere. I put on this weird.
It's
mass.
just crazy. Like I used to flex and you could hear moans. Now it's like you saw me, nothing happened. I didn't hear anything.
My shirt's finally getting tight
just-
around my arms again.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that.
My shirt gets tight around my titties when I put on a certain. I can't wear certain shirts.
I gotta get like every pair of pants I get, I have to get tailored
Oh my god!
because my schmeckle just takes.
Dude, you didn't see that one coming? My god! Either that or my fat ass.
I do have a butt. I have a thick butt.
Same.
For a white
I got a.
Yeah.
It's not a
Well,
white boy
fucking
butt.
give me some.
I got
God
that
damn!
down,
If I
bruh.
could,
John's got no butt, dude. John's got like an inverted butt.
I've got a back with a crack in it, bro.
Yeah. It's like his back doesn't stop.
Yeah, it just keeps going, but there's a crack in it. It's like a split fence plank, dude.
Yeah, weather too.
Yeah. Weathered.
Talking about
Jeez,
Corinne.
it's been through some shit.
Weathered. That's right.
My ass cheeks are rough looking.
Dude, that booty is weathered. You know it is. Talking about Corinne reminds me of when we were tubing
Oh my god.
and she got helicoptered. Have we talked about
She's
this,
gonna
Jay?
love this. She's gonna love it.
I feel like we have. We were in the boat and they were saying, it was Taylor and Corinne were back there and they were saying, slow down. I said, hey, this is telling you to speed it up.
Oh God.
They were saying, slow down. And I was going, George, just sitting here not going fast enough, man. Can you crank it up a little bit? He's like, I'm going as fast as I can. And you turn around and the thing is skipping sideways. And the next thing you see is Corinne go,
Oh God.
and just helicopter.
She helicoptered,
through the air.
dude.
She had to be 15 feet in the air, dude.
You hit
And
that.
just-
He swung it out a little bit to where you hit that wake just right, and it popped up, and so did she, and she was horizontal spinning,
Flying, dude.
and I was
It
like,
was so
oh
funny,
no.
but so it was like you torn. Like it was funny. but it
George-
was so bad.
George had that boat pegged, but you could hear her smack the water when she came in.
Yeah.
And she was like, my legs are broken. Like, she was wigging out. Like enough to where I thought she was serious and I jumped in the water and I was like, pulling her towards the boat and whatever. But
it was rough.
we've never.
But now
never let her-
looking back,
yeah.
it's just so funny.
It is,
It was crazy. It was almost like a cartoon, dude. She was so high in the air, just spinning like a top.
When did you find out that he knew what he was doing, John?
Do what now?
So
I think John was on the boat.
she
I was on the
saying
boat.
so did you know that he was fucking around?
No.
When did you find that out?
Just now. No, we've told that story a bunch.
I knew the.
It's not a big
I
deal.
knew
She's
the.
fine.
I knew the whole
You
time.
did? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's tubing. Nobody gets hurt tubing. Get real.
No.
It's like motorcycles. They're only dangerous.
Jeez. Yeah.
Well, speaking of dangerous, I did almost lose a limb ski-doing. Skeeting.
Skeeting. That was it.
Skeeting.
Sea-do. What's the... Jet skiing. Jet skiing.
Yeah.
Sea-doing, whatever. This was probably the second time I've ever ridden a jet ski. And it's me and my buddy. We're out on the lake. And I was following too close, for sure. I didn't know proper sea-do etiquette. So we were probably like this. Like I was directly offset, but behind him. and he hit just right, and it splashed into my face, and I saw it's like when a car splashes water under your windshield, you can't see anything for like 2 seconds. It was that, and I'm like, and when I come to, I can see I'm heading directly for him, and we both do like this weird maneuver, and he ends up hitting the front of my jet ski, like probably 3 or 4 inches in front of my leg. Like I mean, we had him pegged, dude. We're hitting up, and all of a sudden it just wham! Right, and it was at that moment I was like, I'm gonna stay back. I'm gonna follow behind a little bit.
Yikes.
But it really didn't register at the time. Like I would have lost my leg if he would have hit my leg. Doing, I don't know how fast those things go, but we had him almost pegged, and I don't know how. I should have lost my leg probably.
No, it's Christ again.
We were playing football, and I had cut across the middle, and the ground was met, and I was kind of running, not quite a puddle, but enough water that it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And cutting across the middle, the pass was behind me. I reached back to catch it and slipped, and I hit my ear on the puddle, and it like I can't explain it. I fucked my shoulder up real bad, and my ear was fucked, and I knew I had dirty water in my ear. And growing up, after I'd go swimming, I'd pour rubbing alcohol in my ears because it would kind of like dry it out and everything would be good. So when I got home, I was like, I'll pour a little rubbing alcohol in it, and top 5 easy worst anything has ever hurt me. It hurt so fucking bad, and there was nothing I could do to undo it.
Oh yeah.
Did you
too late?
Did you bust your eardrum?
I don't know, actually. I never got it looked at, but
Must
for a
have.
couple
Like, I
of
can
years,
see.
I wouldn't put rubbing alcohol in my ear, and then after a few years, I went swimming, and I'd gotten a lot of water in my ears, and I thought it's probably okay, and I did it again, and it was the same thing, and I've never done it again.
Wow.
Like I never put rubbing alcohol in my ear again.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
even on a Q-tip, I won't do it because it hurts.
Like
You
you
just gotta
landed to
like
where
FWB,
like
right now.
did it hurt when you did it?
yeah, it's like somebody
like-
clapped my ear.
Right. That's what I
With
imagine.
water.
It fucking hurts. But it didn't hurt at the time of the ear because I hurt my shoulder too. I landed on my shoulder. I landed like this, and my shoulder got pushed back far enough for my head to hit the ground.
Yeah.
So I did go to the doctor over my shoulder, and I had to wear a little sling for a little bit. But
We've done so many episodes now. I can't remember what we've talked about, what we haven't. Have I talked about when I hurt my shoulder playing football?
I don't know.
Maybe.
When I tore my AC tendon? Because we were playing football, and we were doing offense defense. It was just a couple guys, and so I was on offense. Somebody threw the ball, and it was way low, so I dove for it, and I landed on my shoulder, and I heard and felt it pop, and I was like, that really hurt. I need to get off the field. And Eric was like, you ain't playing on defense. If you get off here, you're going home. You're never playing again. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll play defense. Whatever, dude. So the very next play, the ball gets thrown to the guy that I'm covering. And it's like right here. So I stick my arm up to swat it down. And I fell. I hit the ground. And I grabbed my shoulder, and I was like, hey, I definitely have to go home and go to the doctor. And so I drove home like this because I couldn't move my arm. And I had the tightest compression shirt on you've ever seen in your life. And so I couldn't raise my arm. So what I had to do is grab my arm.
Oh, right.
Grab a hold of the door frame.
Yeah.
And wiggle it off. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep. And
Jeez.
my collarbone, instead of being like this, was like
Fuck that.
It was so bad. The pain when I hit it wasn't that bad. It was when I went to swat the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I lifted it up, and it was like, I mean, it felt like somebody ripped my arm off, dude. It was intense. It was bad.
Yeah, that sounds rough.
So besides my ankle, which is the only bone I've ever broken that I know of, I when I was about 2 or 3, I grabbed a motorcycle muffler that had just turned off.
Ooh, shit.
Like, it was less than 5 minutes that dude got off and walked into wherever we were going, and I just grabbed a hold of it. And
Oh my
yeah.
god, dude.
I think that was the worst, because my mom will never, like, she'll talk about it, but she was like, it was the worst looking thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
I can't even imagine, dude. When I was a kid, my brother and sister were all sitting in the bed reading books. We were like reading one book together or something, and we thought it would be a good idea to take the lamp from the counter or from the table and put it on the bed so we could see better, but then also take the lamp shade off.
Yeah, of course.
Of the lamp. So we're sitting on a bed with a lamp, and somebody moves and it falls over and hits me.
Oh
right
no!
here.
That's a tender spot too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I went, and I had this big bubble, dude. This like bubbled skin.
You sound like a choo-choo
for
train.
a couple weeks. It hurt
so
bad. It was like that silent scream.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my gosh. Like, I can't even, like, you turn a lamp off and you can't take the bulb out for a couple seconds. This thing was on and was like,
God.
To my...
It's terrible.
It was so rough.
Terrible.
The same time frame, we had a new neighbor move in, and I remember telling him, like, when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, I do martial arts. And he said, try to kick me.
Oh, God.
And I was like, you want me to try to kick you? He was like, yeah, try to kick me. I was like, okay. So he knew it was coming, first of all, and I didn't want to, like, really kick him. So I went to do just like a front kick. I picked my foot up to kick him. He grabbed it and flipped me over.
Yeah. Yep.
And was like, kick me. And I was like, I don't remember, but I was just like, you're a douche. And I just left. I was like, I'm not even going to, like, fight you. I was like, you're just a douche. You suck.
I mean, it's kind of your fault you fell for it.
Yeah, but
I guess.
you can't,
it's like,
if someone wants to kick you, you can't stop.
It's like Charlie Brown with the
with
the football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody,
But,
I can only remember the instance. I can't remember who it was. But when I was younger, in my teens, some dude was pulling that, like, punch me in the stomach, I can take it. And I was like, I don't want to. And he was like, come on, do it. And my mom was like, you probably don't want him to. Because my brother had been teaching me how to punch since I could walk. So I finally, we get around to it, and he convinced me to do it, and I hit him right in the solar plexus.
Oh, my God.
It was a pretty good one. It was a pretty good one.
Oh, dude.
Goes, sits down.
Oh.
Having the wind knocked out of you?
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, my God. That's the worst. Yeah. I got my brother real good one time. I don't know what he did. He did something to me, and it's that instant, like, all right, you little you know. So he did something. He was riding it, so he was riding his bike. I think maybe he threw a basketball at me or something. So I picked it up. I picked up this basketball as he's riding by, and I
Did you front wheel him?
And it hit the front wheel, and it went like this, and he flipped over on his back and went, oh, Mom! I was like, great, now I'm in trouble.
Isn't that amazing in those moments of rage where you just, like, first thing you see, you grab, and it succeeds perfectly? Like, isn't that wild?
The best
how much that works out?
I mean, it was perfect revenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got in trouble for sure. Just, like, right over the top of those bars, dude.
Hell yeah.
Did I tell you that John pushed my brother down the street once?
That sounds familiar.
Like, as adults, yeah. It was my bachelor party, and my brother was trying to cross the street, and a car was coming. And John said, hey, hurry up! And shoved him. My brother's wearing shorts.
Okay.
He fell down in the middle of the street.
Bullshit. This is, look, he's trying to make me look like an asshole.
His knees were demolished, dude.
Listen.
I mean, just raw meat
Oh,
for the
God.
rest of the trip.
First of all, those who don't know, Josh's brother has this weird, like, muscular thing to where they like didn't develop all the way or something. So he's just like,
he's super skinny.
He's super skinny.
So it's even worse that you did this to him.
Yeah. Listen. He was fucking shit-faced, and we were trying to get across the street, and he just, like, went into the street while cars were driving down it. So I went up behind him because he was behind everybody else. I was making sure that everybody was, like, getting there, and I came up behind him, and I, like, as soon as I, like, hit him with my body. I was going to grab him and move him closer to the sidewalk. But as soon as my body hit him, he just went. And I just remember, like, we had gone to, like, 2 bars and gotten home to the hotel room and everything. And he said, look what the fuck you did to me. And I could already see he was wearing khaki shorts. So I could already see the blood seeping through his shorts. And he pulled up his shorts, and it looked like 2 tomatoes, 2 like you would squeeze 2 tomatoes and it was just running down his legs. And he said, look what the fuck you did to me. And I was like, I saved your life, dude. You would have gotten hit by a car. But all these assholes saw was like, why'd you push him down in the street? What'd you push him down in the street for? Everybody
if they make themselves a mug, that needs to be on his mug. Look what the fuck you did to me. Holy shit, man.
But I'll never live it down because anytime somebody brings it up, you're like, oh yeah, like the time that John pushed Andrew down in the street in front of cars.
Oh man.
But
I tell you what, man, Jonathan, I wish you would have been on my bachelor party. That was such a good trip.
Y'all went to Chicago, right?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Chicago was mine.
I won.
Okay, right. Okay.
I won a beer holding contest.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Because I was still in shape at the time, and me and my buddy Chris were like, yeah, we'll sign up. So it's literally like a mug full of, or was it an empty mug?
No, they were full. They were full of beer.
Yeah, they were full. You're supposed to hold it out like this and keep your elbow straight, and you're holding the mug. My buddy Chris, I mean, you've met him. We've talked about him. He was jacked, but he's just weak.
Yeah, he's the world's weakest strong person.
He was one of the first few people out. And so I thought I was cool, and I was like, give me your mug. So I was holding 2 mugs. I won it holding 2 mugs. I beat everybody out. Oh, it was so
okay.
It was
to discredit Chris even further, the motherfucker took his shirt off.
He took his shirt off.
Poor Chris, man. We're going to have to let him come on sometime and defend himself.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do.
It was okay.
You know,
it was also at Oktoberfest, and before we started, he went, "I love Germany, and like took the mic and was like, "I love Germany."
He did take the mic. I forgot he took the mic. He's like, I have something to say. I love Germany.
Okay, never mind. We don't need to let him defend himself.
Yeah, he deserves it. I love him, but he sucks.
Yeah, there's a difference too in bodybuilding and being strong. Like, difference in working out for vanity. I'm kind of more in the working out for vanity now at this point. I'm done trying to be functionally strong. I just want to look good and give a shit.
I actually watched a video today about bodybuilders versus like people who know how to technical strikers, and who can produce more power in a punch. And it was like the technical
it's strikers by far, yeah. So you know that game where you put $1 in and you punch the thing that looks like a speed bag? I've lost that one time to someone smaller than me, but I stayed. Dudes just come up jacked, and they'd be hitting it, and everybody be around like it's a big deal, and then I'd come up and take their high score, and they get all pissy about it. This one dude spent like $15 one time because he was hitting it. I went up and hit it and took his score, and he put like $15 more in it. Was trying every angle he could think of. Like he was doing sideways chops, and he was getting so frustrated that he couldn't take my score from me. It's like, it's not about muscles, man. You gotta know how to hit that thing.
Yeah, it is. It's there's so much you don't think about because it becomes just muscle memory, instinctual. There's so much that goes into a proper strike, from your feet to your hips to your back.
Yeah, it's a full body thing. Like
Bruce Lee. I mean, I watched some. It's so cool because his technique, I mean, would be like your twitch muscles. He would seize up right before the strike, and use all those twitch muscles to just make immense power. And,
Yeah, that's one of the
kinetic
things
energy.
my brother like ingrained in me is don't ball your fist up until it's about to hit, because you lose speed. You lose speed if you do that, and you generate more power when you. It's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, using a light fist there's no weight, and then you tense it up and snap it, and it's just like you're dead now.
Look what the fuck you did to me.